What is a herd share? That's a question I've been getting a lot, and actually the French gardener, he commented and wanted to know exactly what a herd share was, so I thought, yeah, I better make a video on it because I started typing out a comment and it got way too long. So herd share is an agreement or a contract between the farmer and someone who wants to buy milk. Because in the US, it is actually illegal to sell and or buy raw milk. And this is actually one of the most policed things by the USDA. Man, this guy just loves hot rodding down the road. We live on a paved road that goes to nowhere. Long stretch, but there's a hill just past my place. You think that'd slow people down? It really doesn't. So it's one of the most policed things in the US. They used to say marijuana was the only other thing that was more policed than raw milk. Now, I haven't looked at the stats lately, but I would assume raw milk must be number one now, I guess, because I don't think marijuana is anymore. They would literally, there's not been many reports of this lately, but if they caught you selling raw milk, they would literally come to your farm, dump all your milk, take your equipment, and a lot of times take your animals. But more recently, there's been a lot of people that get sued for supplying raw milk to somebody that got sick, whether it had to do with the raw milk or not. So because of all of this, every state has its own loophole. And that's just the way the US works, right? Every state's a little different. So with raw milk, it's no different. So when it comes to raw milk, here in Michigan, you have to do what's called a herd share. And that is the contract between you and the person buying it. They're actually buying, you have to charge them for the herd share per year, and they are actually buying a portion of your cow. And you are, in return, milking it for them and feeding it for them, and they pay you weekly for you to do that. And in return, they're able to pick up milk from you because it's their milk. Now, some states, you can sell it as pet milk. You just put on there that it's for pet consumption only, and even though everybody knows that you're selling it for human consumption, you put that it's sold for pet consumption, and that's enough to cover your butt. And in some states, you really can't sell it at all. There's not too many loopholes at all. Sometimes, so in Michigan, we're at least fortunate to have the herd share program, and this is something that me and Liddy and the herd share program is something that me and Liddy were thinking about doing for quite some time, but we're always terrified because of all these articles, because of the contract. I mean, anything called a contract is scary, right? So we really drug our feet a little bit when we were getting our herd share and contract going, and we also didn't really beg anybody to join it. You definitely want to be careful who you're getting signed up. I mean, if they're super needy and concerned and really leery of what you're doing, it's probably not a good fit for you and is going to cause troubles down the road. But we've found our herd share customers to be quite a blessing. Super nice people. Real nice to work with. And it supplies me and Liddy with a little extra income. I love milking cows, and we love drinking the raw milk, and you're gonna have extra. You can feed it to pigs and whatever, but to be able to help other people who are interested in raw milk get it through this herd share, I find to be just a wonderful feeling that you're helping somebody else that doesn't know anything about cows, doesn't know how to raise a cow. Maybe they really don't even have an interest in raising or milking a cow. They just want to know where their milk comes from. And this is a great opportunity for us to share it. Our milk is, we feed our cows simply just grass. We do give them some alfalfa pellets while we're milking them in the stanchion as a treat. And we give them locally grown hay in the winter to supplement because there's not much grass. So it's good clean milk. It literally goes from the cow into our surge bucket milker, which my dad used to use. So it goes about this much, it goes down about this much of the what's called the inflation. And after that it's into a stainless steel bucket, goes through a filter into the jars, and then to the customer the very next day. So you can't get any fresher than that. And I mean, it's a great product. And for me and Liddy, it really pairs well with us raising the American Bresse. We need some good raw milk to fatten out our roosters in the end. And for us selling American Bresse chicks, that's really, you know, a spring, summer thing. We're trying to sell them all year round, but not too many people buy chickens in the winter. So this is something that helps us get a steady income throughout the year. It's not extremely profitable, but it definitely helps. Everybody's different, but a herd share normally will cost you anywhere from, we only charge $50 for our herd share, but people I've seen charge all the way up to $300-400 for their yearly herd share. And to me, we're just trying to cover our costs of keeping track of the paperwork and deterring people from starting and stopping all the time. So that's why we're only charging $50, and we give you a welcome bag and a couple things in that welcome bag, and honestly that adds up to about 25 of that $50. And then after that you're buying shares, and each share is 1/2 gallon of milk. And so you buy shares per week, and right now we're charging $7 per 1/2 gallon per week, and you're signing up for 13 weeks at a time, and we'll give you a discount if you pay for all 13 of those weeks at once. You end up paying $85, which is like $6.50 a share. So it's not cheap. I mean, obviously you can go to the store and buy milk a lot cheaper. So every morning I put milk out in the shed. We have a shed with power in it and a fridge, and that's literally 20 foot from the side of the road. So people are able to pull right up, grab their milk whenever they want that day, or some can't get it that day, they'll come get it the next day. It's really a relaxed system. They put their old jars back in there, and it's a way to get farm fresh milk, raw milk. So if you're interested, there's quite a few different searches you can do, rawmilk.com, a couple different things like that you can search your area, because it's definitely something you have to buy local. This is not something that you can ship. This is something that you have to buy locally where you're at, and each state, like I said, has different rules. So you got to look into all of that. But I would hope that if you're interested, you go out and try to find a farmer and support them and what they're doing. And a lot of people often wonder, Well, why can't you just put milk out in the shed and let people come and buy it whenever they want, like a grocery store? Well, there's a couple big things wrong with that. For one, like I said, here in Michigan, you have to be a part of my herd share. So you have to sign up on the herd share, you have to sign a contract, you have to pay that, and then you have to sign up for at least 13 weeks at once to be able to get milk. And that's because I can't go out there and milk a cow every day. She has to be milked every day, and then hope somebody comes and buys it. That would honestly be, come on, buddy, you gotta go back in. That would honestly be a horrible business, especially as a small farmer. So because of that, we have to make people sign up ahead of time and sign up for at least 13 weeks of milk at a time, which is nice because it keeps a steady flow of money coming in, which we need to help pay the bills, pay the feed costs, and pay us for milking the cow every day. So I hope that helped. If you have any more herd share questions, please drop them below and I will answer more of them. Today is Monday, my first day at my new part-time job. I'm working 32 hours a week. That's 4 days a week, 8 hours a day. This is a great opportunity that we were offered for me and Liddy to get insurance and some extra money and slowly ease into this being my full-time job. I wish I could just make this my full-time job right now, but it's a huge step, and this is a huge step towards that, being able to spend a ton more time at home with my kids and working on this business and still have insurance and enough income coming in that I can at least keep paying the house mortgage and keep the house anyways. But thank you guys for all your prayers and concerns and well wishes. We greatly appreciate it.